Alright, welcome to WILLSTAR Monsters and Mysteries. Today we have a mystery. What I have today is a video on the recent UFO and alien sightings in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm gonna go ahead and give you my thoughts on it. I have the police body cam footage when you see the UFO streaking through the sky. I have the 911 call when the young man calls into 911 and he describes what happened and what he is saying. You'll hear that for yourself. I also have a few clips from that local news station covering the story. I have the police body cam footage of when they show up at the witness's house, their reactions, and how the police react to the situation. And if you stick around to the end, I'll go ahead and give you my opinion on this story and what I think all about it. For anybody new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. If you like the video and everything that you see on the channel, think about subscribing. And for everybody, to make sure you're getting notified, make sure your notifications are set to all. If you guys like the video, make sure you hit that like button for me. So let's go ahead and get into this one. So what exactly happened April 30th, 2023? Well, according to multiple sources, including the Las Vegas Police Department, a bright blue object was seen streaking across the sky about 11:50 p.m. The object was captured on body cam footage by the police officer who was patrolling the area speaking to somebody. The object appeared to be moving very fast and leaving a trail of light behind it. Some witnesses said it looked like a shooting star or meteor, but others said it was something else. The American Meteor Society reported that the object was seen as far as Utah and California, and that it was likely a bolide, which is a very bright meteor that explodes in the atmosphere. However, some people are not convinced by this explanation and believe that the object was actually a UFO, but that's not all. About 40 minutes after the object was seen in the sky, a family called 911 to report that they had seen two unknown entities in their backyard. He said that he and his family had witnessed the same object falling from the sky and that it had landed near their house.
One family living in a ranch-style home had a much closer view of the object. Two brothers and their father were working on a vehicle in their yard when they caught a glimpse of a sparkly object as it came crashing down, then were hit by what they describe as a shockwave. At nearly the same time, a Ring camera in the area recorded a strange noise and what sounds like a crash. One of the witnesses, a young man named Angel, has stated when the brothers looked into the yard where the object landed, that spot was obscured and blurry, as if by unknown form of camouflage. What they saw next prompted a frantic call to 911.
He described the aliens as being very large, between 8 to 10 feet tall, with big eyes, big mouths, and shiny skin. He said they looked like aliens and that they were definitely not human. He says, we just see it in the corner of our eye. Something fall down from the sky and it was with lights. And when it hit down, there was like a big impact and we felt like an energy. And then we hear a lot of footsteps near us. And then we have like big equipment and we see there's like an 8-foot person besides it and another one inside. And it has big eyes and is looking at us. The caller can be heard telling the 911 dispatcher, they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 foot, 10 foot. And they're not human. 100% they are not human.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
He got a good look at one of the creatures, he said, a greenish-grayish being with large eyes and long legs. He says he could hear its deep breaths, and when he locked eyes, he was, in essence, frozen in place, couldn't move.
The police showed up and interviewed the man and his family, who were terrified by what they had seen.
I have butterflies, bro. I've only thought of shooting star, then these people say there's aliens in their backyard. No, I'm so nervous right now.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard? Or?
They see like a big, that's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
The police also searched the area for any traces of the object or the aliens, but they found nothing. One of the officers said that he had also seen something fall out of the sky earlier that night and that he was curious about what it was.
Hey, this might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky? I would normally discount it as nothing. However, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, Only reason I'm actually investigating it further.
The police continued to investigate the property for days after the incident, but they could not find any evidence or explanation for what had happened.
In the middle of the yard where the object had crashed, then vanished, a circular impression was left in the soil. The family says they also saw men in suits and sunglasses driving in a car with government plates cruising slowly past the house in the following days.
Hey, if those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
All right, so there it is. What do you guys think about that? All right, before I give you my opinion on this story, I'm going to give you a really quick science lesson. I promise I'm going to make it simple and really quick and easy to understand. And I promise it's going to loop right back to this story right here. This is why I believe there are other civilizations out in the universe. Now, whether you subscribe to God creating everything or the Big Bang, the universe is too big for us to be all by ourselves. We are not that special. Let me explain it to you really quick how big the universe is. Really quick. Take your thumb at arm's length, put it up to the sky. You see that little thumbnail on the end of your thumb? That's the area of the sky the Hubble has photographed. Now, there's a reason why I'm telling you to do that, because I'm about to show you something that's going to blow your mind. And when I show it to you, I'm going to explain to you why I feel the way I do. So I'm going to try to explain it to you in the simplest terms how big the universe is, so you can wrap your mind around it. If you take a spoonful of sand, beach sand, say, it has thousands and thousands and thousands of grains of sand in there, just in that spoonful. Now think about all the sand on the planet, all those grains of sand. That's how many galaxies there are in the universe. An infinite number. The universe is so big, our nearest star, closest to our sun, would take us 4.5 years to travel at the speed of light. The speed of light is 186,000 miles per second. Not per mile per hour, but per second. If you could travel the speed of light, you could travel around the Earth 7.5 times in 1 second. That's how fast the speed of light is. Traveling at the speed of light to get to our nearest galaxy, it would take 25,000 years at the speed of light. That's our nearest galaxy, everybody. That's how big the universe is. You wrapping your mind around this? Now, one more thing. We've had electricity for probably more than just over 100 years, correct? Look at how far we've advanced in the last 100 years since we've had electricity. Now, saying those civilizations out there are 1,000 years ahead of us. Say they've had electricity for 1,000 years. Just imagine their technology. Now say they are 100,000 years ahead of us. Imagine the mind-boggling technology that they could have. We are talking Star Wars type technology here, people. So, to wrap this all up, the universe, in my opinion, is way too big for us to be the only ones out here on this lonely rock. If there are other civilizations out there, which I truly believe there are, some of them have to be way more advanced than we are, being able to travel vast distances. If they have that kind of technology, and something does go wrong, and a craft does crash in someone's backyard, do they have the technology to camouflage that crash where no one can see it, make it all disappear like nothing ever happened? So do you think this is real, or do you think it's a hoax by this family? Leave me comments below and let me know. I'm never going to tell you what to think. I'm never going to tell you what to believe. We all have our minds. Let's use them. WILLSTAR, out.